Rick, a former scout leader, shows us how to make an oven out of a cardboard box.
And that is, we're making an oven out of it.
Hey, this is a special video showing how Rick made an oven out of a cardboard box, and we actually cooked our Thanksgiving dinner in there.
Today we are building an oven. We're going to cook a turkey in a oven made from a cardboard box. That way we can keep the oven in the house freed up for baking pies and heating the bread rolls and the dinner rolls, and it comes in handy. And the odd thing about it is, you think that cardboard would catch fire, but the reality of it is it gets hot enough inside this cardboard box to cook a turkey as fast as what you could cook it in your oven at home, or darn close to it. Very, very little attention needed. The heat is surprisingly relatively consistent throughout the cooking time.
Do you need any certain equipment or anything?
Well, it depends on how fancy you want to get and what you can get already made to size. In the past, I've gone to U-Haul stores and bought their box that they call a dish carton. And the dish cartons, of course, have the separators that you can buy to put in. I don't need that. I would just buy the dish carton box because it was a decent size. As it was, Home Depot was the closest to the house, so I went there, and they had a box that was actually a tad bigger than what I would have liked, but not that much. And it's a heavy-duty carton, which is a good thing, because when we're finished with this, I'm going to save the box for a while. I can usually cook at least 2 turkeys in them before the cardboard gets so dried out from the heat that it becomes hazardous to where it could catch fire.
Okay.
But surprisingly, you can heat this charcoal up in this thing, start cooking that turkey, and the exterior of the box is cool enough that you can lay your hand on it without getting burned. One of the things that we have to do first, now you can go to a store and you can buy like 3/8 diameter rebar, or you can buy all thread, which is a threaded rod. I usually would get 1/4 inch, but I got thinking about it, and because I got long lengths, when I cut them, I'll end up with 4 pieces. So these are only 3/16 inch thick, but they should be perfectly capable of suspending the turkey inside this box when we're done. It's just a rough steel rod. And you can buy these in the hardware section in Lowe's or Home Depot, or probably even your local hardware store. Cut them in half.
What did you cut them with? That's not a saw.
It's a diamond grinder.
Okay.
You could use a hacksaw to cut them, or you have a bolt cutter. You could use that. This particular box, when it's put together, will be a 20 inch one way and 24 the other side. So I'm going to be putting my rods through the 24 inch side so that they're going through the 20 inch deep section of the box. That way they'll hang out of the box on either side and not have to worry about them falling. So since the rods are going through the 2-foot section, I'm going to do my door on one of the 20 inch sides. Now, I probably have 6 or 7 box cutters at home, but couldn't find one, so I'm going to have to improvise here using a razor blade to cut. What you want to do here is, this is going to be the bottom of the carton. I'm going to go up about probably 4 inches from the bottom at least. We can even do maybe 5. 1.5 in. On this side, this will be our hinge. So I left a little extra width here, going an inch and a half in from the corner. Over here we only need to be in maybe an inch. You don't want to cut this all the way out to the corner, because if you do, then this side in the front won't have any strength to it. It's going to want to wobble, bow in and out. But if you leave a little bit of material there to leave a full corner, then the box will remain more rigid. And then we're going to take the top of the door opening and hold it down a few inches from the top, because these doors will leak a little air. And what that does is it keeps the lid of the box, allows some of the heat to escape here, keeps the lid of the box from getting overheated. Or at least I think it does.
You made that look like it's the right tool for it.
Trust me, it's not. Now I'm intentionally cutting a little bit on the light side, or at least I think I am. That way I'm not cutting through the opposite side of the box and weakening it. Once I open this thing up, bend a couple of these down to help make the box a little more rigid. And I'll completely cut. And this is where we do the Julia Child impersonation on Saturday Night Live.
What, with cutting or something?
Yeah, we're cutting her hand. And then bleeding all over the set.
Yeah, I thought that sounded vaguely familiar. Gonna have to let us know in the comments below if you've ever done something like this. And by the way, I've got strep throat, so I'm on antibiotics, but my voice is shot. It's that time of year. So I apologize for my voice.
All right. Now the next step is to actually finish making this box into a box.
Is that a special kind of tape?
Yeah, this is a foil, metal foil tape. I just got this thinking that it will help
Keep the heat in?
well, it would help not melt, but unfortunately the tape doesn't really
Stick?
seem to want to stick, and it could be because it's so cold out here right now, because I think it's only about, in actuality, probably not even 40 degrees out here right now at the present time. But
Well, that's not good if it's not going to stick.
oh, I have a way of convincing it to stick. We'll use it for the, we're going to put aluminum foil inside of this box. And I have spray glue
Oh.
to attach the foil, which, if necessary, I can also use on this tape.
We'll just do anything for a video.
What's that?
We'll just do anything for a video, huh?
Well, almost anything.
Let's see the spray.
Now, there's different kinds. My suggestion, you can buy this spray glue anywhere from like $4 a can up to $20 or $30 a can. My suggestion is just don't buy the cheapest one possible. Get something that's a little higher quality. You'll find that it's the better glues are a little thicker and they have a little stronger grab.
So it doesn't have to be a certain kind or brand or name?
No, but like I say, there's some of these that, this is all 3M products that I bought here. I do have a can of a much cheaper spray glue back in the shed, which I didn't bother to grab because I found that they're thinner and you gotta waste more. And of course, if you're not careful, you could end up gluing yourself to the box, or at the very least, you'll probably end up making your fingers sticky enough that you don't want to pet the cat. But
Could you use like regular duct tape?
you can. Duct tape, I'm just a little leery of it because I know when it gets really hot, it starts to melt.
Oh, okay.
Most of it does, anyway. Oh. Now, most of these glues, you actually wait a couple minutes, let it get tacky before you try gluing it. This particular glue here was actually made for plastic corner beads for drywall.
Yeah.
You would spray the walls at the corner, spray the corner bead, and then just stick the bead up, and that way you can install these plastic corner beads for a sheetrock without any nails or screws or anything, and it makes for an easier job of spackling them. You know.
Wow, looks like you got an oven.
Getting there.
What, every crack or that?
Well, yeah, at the top I want to seal this pretty good because I don't want the heat to rise and escape out of the box. This will help keep the temperature up and consistent.
Would you still sewing all that tape in there, or any little crack has to be?
I'm just doing this so these flaps stay down.
Okay.
I don't want them like.
There is, he wants the heavy duty wrap.
When I start to put the foil in the box, again, I'll put the bottom in first. Then do the top. And then maybe put the sides in and let them overlap. I'll bring the bottom up the sides a little bit. Let the foil overlap and probably overlap it opposite of what you would do like for shingles. Instead of having the upper pieces overlap the bottom, I'll have the bottom pieces overlap the top. That way, as the heat comes up, it can't get behind the foil. It's going to stay in front of it, not cause it to potentially release.
How much did you spend on all this?
Believe it or not,
Well, everything's expensive.
everything I bought, and this glue was, one of the things was Home Depot only had one glue that was even halfway cheap.
Right.
All the others were expensive. The whole thing cost me about $68. The box alone was $6 or $7.
Okay.
All right, and that doesn't even include the price of the foil that we bought. But,
Wow. So it's a good reason why you want to keep it for a little bit.
well, that, and if you...
What was the most expensive? The glue?
The glue and the tape.
Oh, and the tape.
The tape was expensive.
Yeah.
The rods were like $6 or $7 a piece.
Okay.
So one of the things, if you plan these things ahead, somebody that moves, they can maybe give you a box, a good heavy duty box.
Yeah.
You could use, if you could still find them, metal coat hangers to form your shelves for the box. But maybe be able to accumulate some pieces of rebar or some scrap steel rods from something else that you would have normally thrown away and save all this stuff. And I want to caution you on is that if you're not neat, as time goes on, you get more and more glue in your fingers, and you can get stuck.
I guess you gotta do the inside of that door too.
Yep. Everything inside has to get foil on it or it'll catch fire.
So you just said you want enough foil in there and tape because you don't want it 2/3 of the way done in your box to catch fire.
Right.
So let me ask you this. We are on our wooden deck. We weren't going to set it down on the deck. We were going to set it up there. But I guess here's my question. What if it were to catch fire?
You'll know in plenty of time. The box itself, before it'll ignite, will smolder.
Okay.
So if you have a squirt bottle with water, you just mist it, you should be fine.
Do you think many nomads do this?
I'm sure there are quite a few.
I've just never seen a video on it, but
There are videos on YouTube of people who've done it. I learned this trick, I don't know, probably 20, 25 years ago. Measuring right now, I checked the height of the bricks, the height of the charcoal pan, and the height of the roasting pan, so I'm determining what elevation to set my rods in here so that I can get everything in and out without struggle.
So those bricks are going to go in the bottom.
In the bottom, and the pan, charcoal.
And the pan will sit on that.
on that.
And then there's a rack above that with another pan with the turkey in it?
Well, yeah, we're going to put these rods in here. 4, 5 inches in, 4, 8. That was 13.
Do you need to know the height of your pan?
Yep.
So do you need the bottom part of that pan?
I already did put it together inside and measured it.
Oh, all right.
When it's closed up, it's 5 inches, or 9 inches.
Oh, nothing fancy. Just push it through.
And we have to, they'll come through.
How cool. Just thread them in there?
Yep.
Well, it's not even thread, it's just push, right?
Yep. And what I'll do is put a little piece of tape around each of them so they seal up where the cardboard's going to expose.
Okay, so it's gonna look like this, that stuff. Tray down here.
Yes.
Well, bricks,
And then the tray.
tray, and then turkey.
Turkey on there.
Look at that oven. How cool. And that is going to be full of charcoal
Yes.
burning.
Right.
Will these hold the turkey?
It should. Put it around there like that.
All right, so it's not so much for the heat leaking out, although it does that too, but it's covering the cardboard so the cardboard does not catch fire.
Right. And it also helps, it'll help to keep these rods in place.
I'd be afraid of all the heat coming out.
Well, it will, but you know, charcoal will replace the heat probably almost as readily as what your oven would in the house when you're opening the door.
So I think the smart thing to do would be for have an extra thing of charcoal out there sitting in the fire pit. That it?
Yeah.
So that's just garlic salt you're putting on it?
That's all there is. It's olive oil and garlic salt.
Oh, white. So what do? Wait till that turns white?
Yeah, it's got to get enough action, you know, that it's not going to go out. So, you know, normally it takes about 10 or 15 minutes for the charcoal to get going strong enough that you can put it in there and you know it's not going to extinguish.
Preheat the oven. I still see flames. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a beautiful bird. I think it's done because you see the skin just like
Yeah, I know.
busted in half.
Let's take the temperature. There it goes, 180, it's there.
Okay. So Rick and I had Thanksgiving dinner with my son, his girlfriend, and my grandkids. The turkey was moist, smoky, and delicious. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed the turkey. decide to cook your turkey this way, let us know.
Check out this next video and see how Rick converted his cargo trailer into a lovely little camper.